and welcome to Wonthaggi, a very chilly third round of the Monster Energy Drink MX Nationals. Today on the pre-moto show on motoonline.com.au, series commentator Cam Williams and Fox and Oakley's Mick Sinclair. Welcome, boys.
Thanks, mate.
G'day.
Once again, it's a two-day event here at Wonthaggi. We've seen qualifying go down. It's cold here, but the track seems it's prepared so well. What's your guys' take on today's action?
For seeing the qualifying, the track looks really good. I got out to walk it. Not a lot of excess water on the track. I think some spots they're probably going to have to water a little bit during the day to keep the dust down. But other than that, it looks really good. Nice and tacky in some sections and loamy in the other.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain down here during the week, and I actually thought the track was going to be very wet, but the Dandenong Club were very smart. They didn't rip it until Thursday, so a lot of that rain earlier on in the week just ran straight off it. And then Thursday they got the machine in ripping it up, and the track's perfect.
Now, we're under the CDR Yamaha team truck here. Great awning. Qualifying just wrapped up not too long ago, but Josh Coppins, he comes into this round with a 24-point lead in the Premier MX1 class. He just did, put it all together at Coonabarra Brand last time out. Red plate now. Can he continue this streak?
Absolutely. It's Josh Coppins. We all know that he's going to be strong no matter what happens, and he was very good at Coonabarra Brand. The young guys, I keep touting about them, but it's time for them to step up, because Coppins is definitely the man to beat.
Josh's 24-point lead after round 2 is huge. I think he can keep it going. After we've seen him qualifying, then he was super fast. I think experience is going to help him get through this championship. I think the guys are, he's the one that the guys are going to have to track down.
Now, Coppins, I actually heard a little secret while we're under the tent here. He likes a bit of ginger beer, so I'm sure he's got that ready for Sunday's racing. So far, the pace set has been Cody Cooper on Suzuki, fastest in qualifying. Actually looked really quick out there. He looked confident, fast, and just seems happy with the way the Suzuki's working this weekend. Coppins was backing him right up there, second position, and then Brad Anderson made it an international 1, 2, and 3 in the top 3. Lawson Bopping was fourth quickest, so is this the weekend where we're going to see the internationals keep winning, or will the Aussies step it up, and can we see Lawson Bopping finally put that pace onto the track and make it happen?
I was talking to Brad Anderson earlier, and he said that he has to win this one. He's going to win at all costs. So, I think we're going to see Brad pull off some gnarly moves if he doesn't get a good start. But I don't know. You can never count Josh out. I didn't think he was going to win at Coonabarra Brand at all after qualifying. I didn't think he was anywhere. He didn't like the track, but he come through and won it. I don't know about Cooper. I'm still not convinced in him. Who knows what he's going to do. He hasn't done much all year. He's come out. He's put one hot lap in. I'd like him to surprise me, but I don't think he'll win tomorrow. I think it's either going to be... I don't know. I think Josh will get it done.
Brad Anderson, he spent a lot of time around this place. He lives down in Victoria. Carlton Dry Honda Thor Racing, they're based down here as well. If he's going to come out and win anytime soon, you'd think this would be the venue. Will we see the British champion stand up and get it done tomorrow?
Look, we saw how fast he was in Conondale, didn't we? He was exceptional there. Only second, bested by Ben Townley in an incident. So, as you said, he knows this place. He's pretty good around here. I would expect him definitely to be up there. And it's time to win. He's come over here with this expectation. They've brought him over. So, yeah, I can well imagine the guys in Honda are definitely looking for a win from Brad Anderson. And I think he's capable of it. I think Josh Coppins is going to be hard to beat, though.
Now, Ty Simmons and Jake Moss. Jake actually pulled off 2 moto wins last time out in round 2. He was just, he said he didn't feel that fast at that event, but he came out, won those first 2 motos, got good starts, just carried that momentum through the second race as well. Then he made that mistake in the final moto, got a bad result, bumped himself out of the overall contention, but Jake Moss today, he was 7th fastest. Ty Simmons, another Honda privateer who also, got on the podium last time out at round 2. Where will we see those two shine this weekend? Can they continue that form, or will we see the factory boys step back up, take over their places on the podium?
I think what helped those two guys last week was they ride out there a lot. I know for a fact Ty rides out there a lot, and so does Jake with the Moss Institute schools. A lot of guys hadn't, Josh had been out there once, Brad had never been there before, so I really think, bike time on that track really helped them. Neither of them looked that impressive out there today, but, you don't get points for qualifying. Hopefully they can bounce back. They need it. They need to continue the good form they carried on from Coonabarra Brand, but I think tomorrow it's all going to come down to the older experienced guys.
What I thought was cool at that round on the podium when you were speaking to Jake, I think it was actually straight after the race, he admitted, hey, I made a mistake. you know, didn't get it done in that third race. That was pretty cool to see from Jake. He knows that he's one that's made mistakes in the past. He knows that he needs to tone it down and really, you know, control his pace on the track. What was your take on Jake? Can he gain momentum from here? And possibly, what would be a good result for him at Wonthaggi?
Anywhere in the top 5, I think, at the moment is a good result. Like, this field is so stacked. And as you said, Jake was very, very upset at himself. And we've all battled demons. We've all got demons. And Jake's demon was that he just, you know, he would ride erratic and fast. And he was very aware of that at the end. And he was bitterly disappointed in himself that happened in the third moto. So I think inside the top 5 is probably where Jake's aiming. And I know that he wants to be in the top 5 every weekend. And I think anyone who's in that position is pretty good overall in the championship because everyone's going to have bad days.
Jay Marmont's another one. He's been creeping up, gaining, you know, getting stronger, getting faster. His knee's been getting, you know, improving every round. I saw out there today in qualifying his first one on the track, you know, out there aggressive. He looks starting to get back to the Jay Marmont we sometimes see towards the end of the season. It looks like he's gaining confidence. He's been up in Queensland since round 2. For you, Mick, what's your take on Jay's situation? His knee has to be getting, you know, back there now. We're not seeing him limp around.
Yep.
He was 6th quickest today in qualifying. I don't think that's a true indication of where he's going to be tomorrow. Will we see him finally get on that podium on the Monster Energy Kawasaki?
I spoke to Jay last night and again a little bit this morning. He said his knee is so much stronger. He's finally been able to do some proper testing with the bike. He hasn't been able to do that since, you know, when he did heard it in the photo shoot. So he's starting to get more confident. He said he openly said he didn't really like it. He struggled to get used to the bike to begin with, but now he's been able to put the time in. He's getting a lot used to it. You could tell out there when he took off on that lap 1 that he looked real comfortable on it and he was ready to have a go. He said that to me, you know, earlier this morning. So I think there's a very good chance we're going to see Jay on the box this weekend.
I think that spark of Ryan Villapoto getting injured in America, a few people this weekend have said to me, hey, what do you think of Jay Marmont getting on that bike over there in America for a round or two? The amount of injuries we've seen in America lately, all of these guys in Australia have to be on that radar. Is that something we could potentially see in the future? You know, American teams saying, hey, Jay Marmont, he's a Monster Energy Kawasaki rider. We got nobody over here. Let's get him on.
Yeah, Billy McKenzie last year, year before, went over as a Monster Cowie rider here, went over to fill in for the factory Cowie squad over there. So very, very plausible. At this point in time, I would say they would look at Jay and go, well, we know he's carrying an injury. Is he really the man at this point in time? And I would say Jay probably would say no as well. But how can you knock back an opportunity like that? It's the Super Bowl of motocross, isn't it, to go over there and race the AMAs for the factory, you know, the factory Kawasaki squad. So I'd say given the chance, Jay would be gone in a heartbeat. That's, you know, you probably know him better than I do, Mick.
Well, we got that big break too, you know, after round 4? 5?
Round 5, yeah.
After round 5, we've got a 6-week break, and he could get there for round 2 and then do 4 rounds. So it works perfect for him. And if he could get that opportunity, I know he'll be there.
How fast would he be when he came back too, man? He would be wow.
And that's something that, you know, we haven't heard anything official, obviously. It's just the Australian guys around here, the industry. We're pretty... the industry's, you know, we're putting our hands up and saying give Jay Marmont a chance. But anyway, back to this weekend. Soft soil round, Wonthaggi, Wanneroo next. Harvey Bay coming up and Coolum also to finish the year. These soft soil standouts, sand riders, who can we see maybe some surprises up front tomorrow?
Dean Porter's a noted soft soil rider, but he didn't feature real well in qualifying. And I do remember the year that he did very well in WA. I think he was not working full time. He's still a bricklayer Monday to Friday, so I don't think Porter so much, especially in that 30. I think that's probably when he's going to suffer. Look, Josh Coppens lived in Belgium. Do you know, like, what better place to learn to ride soft conditions? So again, it just sort of all points back to Josh Coppens, you know.
My thoughts are that, you know, I think we're going to see a real local contingent in MX2. The guys like, you know, Monia, Boyd, all of those Victorian guys, they seem
Mosey
so...
too. Mosey didn't look that fast in qualifying, but he knows his place, you know, like the back of his hand. He's raced here all his life. You know, he grew up here. It's probably had his very first race here, so he knows his place as good as anyone.
Look, on Monia as well, I watched him in practice, and I remember seeing him a few years ago in Horsham when he and Luke George were banging bars for a championship, and I watched him again in practice today, and it was the same dude. And he was that day in Horsham, he was untouchable. And I saw him today, and I just saw that same spark. And he honestly looked like he was part of the bike. So yeah, MX2 Monia, I think he's going to be pretty good tomorrow.
Yeah, they just have that confidence about them this weekend. It's just something I can see a spark in, you know, Boydie's, Monia's, Mosey's, all those local guys' eyes. So that should be really interesting to watch. But obviously the championship leader coming into here, Luke Stike, he's taken the red plate from Serco Yamaha Metal Militia's teammate Kurt Gibbs. But it was Gibbs who qualified fastest this weekend. Is that battle going to continue? Will Serco Yamaha keep going and win their third round in a row?
Definitely. Those guys have got their stuff sorted. Their bikes are working great. They've had a lot of time to work on those bikes. Unlike Boydie, first year on a 250F, he's gone on a Honda. Serco have had these bikes for a long time. They just know what makes them work. It's going to be hard to beat those two. Stokesy didn't look that impressive out there then. But Gibbsy did. Gibbs was up and back down. He went from first to third, then back up on top in qualifying. So, he's always going to be there every week, but he's going to be probably very hard to beat here too.
Yeah, South Australian, again, another one of the soft ones, and I kind of forgot about Gibbsy, but and those Serco bikes, like Mick said, Michael Marty's had 1,000 years to get that thing right, and they are very, very good right now. And Luke Stike, man, he was so good at Coonabarabran. I mean, qualifying, maybe not, but he's a racer. So I think, again, Luke Stike's going to be very strong tomorrow as well.
I've actually spoke to Stike straight after round 2 of the series. He basically said, hey, we're going to go 4 rounds. We're going to say, okay, everything will be friendly between Gibbs and I. 4 rounds we'll go, shake hands, be friendly together. He said from round 5 onwards, it's going to start getting serious. He's going to get his race face on from there, so that's something we look forward to for sure. Now,
interesting lunch in the Serco truck then.
Why wait till round 5? Why not get it on now?
Yeah. That sounds like team instructions to me. Oh.
And we have to remember, they're always, to the media, they're always that little bit more reserved. So
look, I said it last show, the first person you got to beat your teammate every time, doesn't matter what category you're in.
Now, going to put on you again, boys. Who's going to win? Just the winners of each class. What's your pick first up, Mick?
MX2, I'm going Josh Coppins again.
MX1?
MX1, I mean, Josh Coppins. It's hard to go past him right now. MX2... Oh, man. Boydie will be close, but I think Gibbsy's going to win it. And then Dylan Long will win under MXD.
How about you, big man?
Okay, right. Yeah. Well, I'm going with Mick on Dylan Long. As much as I love Jay Wilson, I think Dylan Long looks very good. I'm going for a bit of a smoky in the lights. I think this place is very similar to Coolum, and I believe that Ford Dale probably is going to show something that we didn't see today. And Opens, man, how can you go past the Lizard? He's so strong on the sand, and he knows how to get the job done. But again, look for my boy Toddy Waters. He was quick in qualifying, as was Lawson Bopping and the young Aussie Brigade, man. I'm ringing the bell hard, so eventually it's going to come home for me.
Okay, well, for me, I'm going to make it Dylan Long. I'm going to pick him as well. All 3 of us have got him. Kurt Gibbs, I'm going to go for him.
Are you copying me?
Yeah. And Josh Coppins, the Lizard. So, actually copped some flack earlier today, about us guys getting the picks wrong.
We've all copped it. It's all from the one person, and I'm coming to get you, Cameron. I know you. I know where you live.
That's who. Yeah. I'm after him too. Anyway, that's us here from CDR Yamaha here at Wonthaggi. Thanks a lot, boys, and remember, we got internet reception back here this weekend, so go on motoonline.com.au's Facebook and Twitter pages and check out the website all weekend long.